Hello and welcome to welcome to Boomer Live, and obviously we are here in Boomer with Sandeep Bani to start off with, as always. To be very fair, it was a very decent game of cricket. RCB always put me through emotional tangle. DK had to finish off. It's been what 15 years of IPL, and DK has played almost every season like Virat Kohli and Dhoni, and he's still just finishing off games. I mean, let's give him credit for that. DK still proves to be a finisher we invested in rightly. Maipal Lomro, this should have been a game won long ago, but it's RCB. They don't like doing things like how normal teams do. They like to induce stress, tension, everything. As a fan, it was hard watching it. Well, as an analyst, I'm here. I'm not a fan here when I'm on the stream with you guys. You know that. I'm only going to talk senses. I'm only going to keep perspectives of what an analyst will do. We'll break down, we'll criticize. And here I am with Sandeep Mani. Sandeep Mani, what did you make of that game?
Yeah, I think it was a very, very good game of cricket, a tense game of cricket. RCB won, and the excitement clearly made you, has got to you. I think it was a good game of cricket because, nobody expected Dinesh Karthik to come back in the 2022 form that we got to see. But I had mentioned it while in the fantasy picks section itself that Dinesh Karthik in a T20 World Cup year, players like Dinesh Karthik, Vijay Shankar, they shine. And I would like to take the entire credit for Dinesh Karthik's performance today. 28 of 10, and a great impact some in the form of Mahipal Lomrora as well. I think he's a guy who got a well-deserved spotlight finally. 17 of
Yeah.
8. I think the partnership was very crucial as well because at that point they had just lost Virat Kohli and the the rescuer from the last game, Anuj Rawat, in quick succession. From there to score at 12 runs per over and make it easily possible was a task in itself. Well, you had some assistance from the likes of the great Harshal Patel and Arshdeep Singh once again fumbling in the final overs. But apart from that, I think it was a commendable effort from RCB. And I
I mean,
think
I agree. I mean, to be very
Punjab Kings
honest,
were 20 runs short. Yeah.
yeah, same thing. I was just coming to that point where I thought Punjab Kings were 20 runs short, but also I thought RCB considered 10 runs extra in that last over where, I think Shashank Singh hit Alzari Joseph for 20 odd runs. That could have been prevented there because ultimately, if you look at the margins, yes, that is the reason why the game went that far or that deep. The last over 10 runs, what you saw was because of those 10 runs. And Alzari Joseph, I thought he balled really well today until that particular over. And Shashank Singh, I have to give credit to him. He batted brilliantly in the limited amount of balls he faced. But coming to impact sub, I think two games you're seeing two youngsters step up. Mahipal Lomra, last game it was Anuj Rawat. Today Anuj Rawat unfortunately couldn't, but Mahipal Lomra stepping up was massive for them. I mean, we'll talk about the Virat Kohli. Yes, I know everybody wants to talk about that, but Mahipal Lomra stepping up was massive, right? That in being an impact sub, and when you are put under pressure, right? 36 required of 18 balls, you're never comfortable. You're always going to be under pressure. And for him to come in and do the job, he did first ball hitting Sam Curran for a four. From there on, he looked extremely confident. He looked like he could take on any bowler, and that's exactly what you saw in the innings.
Exactly, and I think two very very good impact subs for RCB in two games, like you said. Talking about Anuj Rawat as well, I think he couldn't really contribute with the bat, but whoever had him in a Boomer 11 team would have benefited because he picked up 4 catches. That is a rarity in itself. A player going on to pick 4 catches in a T20 game. Great day for him on the field, not so much with the bat. But Mahipal Lomron is another player I think who would have started in the CSK game. I was a bit surprised that he was not there in Chepauk,
But I
given
want to ask
RCB
you,
does
very
not really.
surprised with RCB's bowling bowling playing 11 today. With RCB going in with DK and Anuj Rawat in the bowling playing 11 and trusting Cam Green and Maxi to come good.
Yeah, I think they are putting a lot of not I won't say pressure, but I think this is the responsibility that guys like Maxwell or Cameron Green should take because they are the high budget buys. Uh, for a change, we got to see Cameron Green coming in at number 3 and Maxwell stepping down at number 5. I think that's a change that we wouldn't get to see more often because I feel in Chinna or at the Chinnaswamy, I feel Maxwell is better suited to come in at number 3. Especially when they're batting first, batting second. I understand they were chasing, and Harpreet Brar versus Maxwell is turning out to be a new story altogether. It's like
Yeah,
Jadeja
yeah.
versus Maxwell. This is the fifth
Yeah,
time that Harpreet Brar got the better of Maxwell,
I agree.
and he just makes Harpreet Brar loves playing against RCB. I think
Yeah.
when we were doing the
Well, let's
fantasy pick
give
segment,
it to him. What a
yeah,
spell of bowling. I mean, you can say today's Chinnaswamy pitch was not the usual Chinnaswamy pitches where it took a little bit of turn. It had a little bit of bounce as well, extra bit of carry, and the ball was not coming really onto the bat. Let's all admit it. The ball was stopping quite a bit. That's why you saw the ball turn from Mayank Dagar, the ball turn from Harpreet Brar. But to ball that spell, picking up 3 wickets and to give away the runs he did, that was just outstanding for a left arm spinner. He manages negative matchups also pretty well.
exactly. And I think 2 for 13 was 2 for 13 in 4 overs in a pitch where, I mean, 190, 200 is par is absolutely phenomenal for a spinner with short boundaries. I think you have to give him that. And also, I was just going through some stats. Harpreet Brar against RCB, he has picked up, he did not have the first 2 games that he played against RCB were not that good. But since then, in the 4 games that he has played since then, he has picked up 8 wickets with his career
I
best being 3
think
for
his
90.
debut game against RCB, right? I think he did well there. I remember him picking up AB de Villiers, Kohli, and Maxwell on the trot in a game in Narendra Modi Stadium in 2021, right before that IPL break, which was induced due to COVID. I think there was a game where RCB was taking on
Hmm.
Punjab under KL Rahul's captaincy, and Harpreet Brar was making. I think that's the first time I was seeing Harpreet Brar as well. He scored
Yeah,
15
I
runs
think,
with the bat, and he picked up 3 wickets with the ball. That's the
yeah,
first
3
time he
for
started
90.
troubling RCB. Since then, he's been like a nemesis for us.
Yeah, especially Maxwell, Kohli, the right-handers really struggle against him. It was good to see Kohli just rotate the strike or get to the other end and not really try to take risks against a bowler who was in form, who was bowling really well, in rhythm, and who has a mind you, Harpreet Brar has a very good matchup against Kohli as well. So did Rabada. So I think Rabada ka Kabada finally Kohli did with 77 of 50, and that is why we are here. Welcome, Jaden. I
Yeah.
know you are very happy to be here when RCB has won a game finally, and we are
Yeah, I
having,
mean,
right?
Jaren is always happy, bro. He's unlike you. He always supports all the 10 teams. You know, even Mumbai Indians, when they win, there he's very happy. No, when Mumbai Indians loses, he's
Come on,
very
Jaden.
happy.
How
That's
many of you would have expected a post-match live, especially after we did not have post-match lives for the first 5 games. We
no.
only had
We're not gonna
post-match
have
live.
post match lives. As I mentioned, it's gonna be weekend. Yesterday we had a post match live. You were not there. That's the only difference.
It was a
Yesterday was
weekend.
not even a.
You were analyzing 5 games in one live, and then you
see,
have a
Sunny,
complete segment for RCB. Yeah.
all I'm gonna say is there's a very good possibility since we live in Bangalore. There's a possibility we might be picked up for RCB's team after Mr. Nags retires.
Yeah.
So I understand
You
we're
better
envious.
you better audition yourself. I'm giving you the best. You're living in the IT city,
Yeah,
and you don't want to
yeah,
create content for any IPL team. Like why you would
yeah.
still take it, right? If it's RCB, you can get to share the dressing room with Virat Kohli, man. Let it be women's team. It's Ellis Perry,
I
Smriti
mean,
Mandana champion team. You still want
yeah,
to
if I
create
get to
content.
do it for the women's team, I would definitely love to meet Elise Perry.
You want to be? Oh, Ellis Perry. Okay,
Meeting
I
Elise
heard
Perry.
Delhi's team. Okay, no worries. But either ways, Jaren has just joined. Jaren, do you think
Yeah.
DK is auditioning himself for the T20 World Cup at this point?
Oh, I was gonna say that. That's literally the first thing that popped into my mind. Now that the T20 World Cup is here, Dinesh Karthik
And
has
India needs a
evoked it.
keeper at number 6. Do you see the destiny?
Yes. Dinesh Karthik is back. Harshal Patel is helping him because of his friendship from the past. Really good gifts. I think today was Holi, so there has to be some bhaichara there. And I also feel like when he woke up, he wore the Punjab Kings jersey. He remembered RCB's jersey, and then kind of the blue-red thing kind of crossed over in his head. But yeah, I mean, overall, you'd have to say brilliant from both the teams. They tried their best to lose, but then one team just had enough of trying to lose, and the other team just forgot that there's a match at hand that they have to win.
I
I
think it's
agree. I
safe to
agree.
say we'll get to see both the teams at the bottom half of the points table at the end of the tournament.
Yeah,
I'll
if
tell
it
you
goes
what,
like
though,
this, I'll
guys.
have to admit, yes, it could be that could be the reason. But I really
I'll tell
hope
you
now.
what,
One
though.
positive thing for RCB, as I mentioned, is last 2 games we have not had the big guns fire. Okay, Kohli did fire today,
That
but
was going
still
to
the
be a
big
point.
three is yet to fire, and the youngsters are saving the ship, and that is very unlike RCB. Huh? It is not the
I'll tell you
RCB which
what.
we're talking about.
This sort of reminds me of 2018 CSK, if you guys remember. They did not have the best of starts. I know they won both their games, very close finishes. But with Chennai and with Punjab today, I just felt a little bit of spark of resilience that I did not see with RCB for a long time. That kind of spark I only remember in 2016, but 2016 they were absolutely bullying teams. But I just
But
felt it with the
2016 they were
start.
not bullying teams. They were like in bottom of the table if I remember. They just had that
I
peak
mean,
at the last moment.
yeah, at the peak at the right moment. But my point being precisely somewhere there, 2016 RCB or 2018 Chennai, that kind of a feeling. Because I just felt that you would have to you almost felt like that team is still looking to win out of positions, right? Even with Chennai, they did push Chennai to the bottom. It's just that Anuj Rawat and a few others forgot how to field. That amnesia sometimes hits in the heat of Chennai. Understandable. But today they remembered a lot of their basics, and you'd have to say that it just might be that RCB might hit the peak at the right time. I just feel this could
And
be
Yeah,
Anuj
the
he
Rawat
got peaking
took
at the
4
right
catches
time as well
today.
as you right man. And yeah, he picked up 4 catches today. I mean, he just was very
yeah.
good with the field. I mean, that's not a
I
normal
mean, there
thing.
was a lot of showboating, but then it's fine as long as he picks those catches
Yeah, man.
and
Another
does not
Delhi
give
guy,
extra
man.
effort.
Another Delhi guy. Another Delhi guy. Not surprised. He's playing alongside
Yeah,
Virat Kohli, and
I,
there's another
I'll
guy who
I'll
looks
be
like
very
Virat Kohli
excited
there.
to see all the showboating and everything in RCB's next game.
Oh, where is Harshit Rana at? Where is his flying kiss at? That's what I'm waiting for. It's in
I would
Chinnaswamy, right?
love. This is how
I
it should go,
think
right?
so. I
First
think
ball,
so.
Harshit Rana gets out Faf du Plessis. He blows a kiss, and then Virat Kohli hits boundaries after boundaries, and there's kisses flying everywhere. Because remember, guys,
I don't think
Virat Kohli
Harshit
likes
Rana will
giving
do that.
kisses.
He'll be advised not to do, but
He
then
will.
Gambhir will like, "Tu
Virat
karna."
Kohli loves giving flying kisses. That's his mojo, right? I mean,
Need
Lucknow
these
crowd
wickets in
remembers it.
Chinnaswamy, good sporting wickets. But I thought today's wicket was nothing like Chinnaswamy. It held a
Yeah.
lot. The ball was not coming onto the bat, and there was no dew, right? So that really helped
KKR would
Punjab
be
to win
very
this.
happy with this sort of wickets if Chinnaswamy continues
Yeah,
to
yeah, that's
stay the
exactly
same
what I'm
till
trying to say.
29th.
You don't give this kind of wickets to teams. So there was enough bounce and carry that really worked for RCB's
But
pacers.
it was more of
But
a
let
tennis
the ball
ball
turn.
bounce. It was not what do you say? When I say tennis ball bounce, I mean to say,
Seed
how
bounce.
when you
Quick sudden
play,
bounce. Yeah.
yeah, like that. I mean, it's like when you play tennis ball cricket, sometimes you ball the ball too short, it sits up and it's easy to hit. For example, that ball that Dinesh Karthik got in the 19th over, where he tried to ball that slow ball bounce, it just sat up and Dinesh Karthik had
Yeah,
ample
yeah.
time to pull it behind fine
Absolutely.
leg. So that's
I
the kind of
agree.
bounce it was. I think one more instance that I saw was when Prabhsimran Singh got out, right? That ball from
Yeah.
Glenn Maxwell bounced
Yeah.
above the
They
stumps
just climbed.
up to the keeper's chest height.
Even Johnny
So it's
Bairstow had a
very
very similar
odd.
dismissal, if you remember. Climbed out of nowhere from
Correct,
the leg.
correct.
And that was, I think there was a lot of grass on that wicket from what I could see. And that is
Yeah,
because of earlier on, first game of the season, you want to hold the wicket together. But I don't
yeah,
expect RCB to play in such wickets, to be very fair. It's not good for RCB. And
yeah.
in one way, you can say that really helps RCB's bowlers to be in the game. And
Anyway, in flatter decks, RCB was struggling as well. So I don't mind RCB trying something different.
I think if the pace could be a little bit more, if the bounce could be a little bit more consistent, RCB will start doing a lot better. This is somewhere near the wicket I think RCB should go with.
yeah,
Just
they
if they
tried
can,
something out. It's a first season and they
yeah.
wanted something.
And I think if they can increase that pace, right, make it a little bit more, not too paced, but a little bit more even paced, and then I think RCB will start shining on this wicket because you saw their ballers, right? Yash Dayal had a good outing. Alzari Joseph had a decent outing till the last few overs. So they had a very good outing, and I think it just got wrong towards the end. But you would have to say that, yeah. I mean, I
We
have
will
to say,
see, Teju. We will see. We will see whether Yash Dayal gets his redemption in the next game.
Yeah, I was
but I
just
think
going
what
to
they're
come to
doing
that
right
point.
with Yash Dayal is they are now telling him you don't ball the last few overs, right? You
Yeah.
go ahead, finish your overs at the power play, and he's doing a very good job with the new ball.
Oh, wow. He's
He
doing an
troubled
amazing job.
Chennai
Yeah, very
batters,
good.
he troubled Punjab batters today, and I think Siraj also had a very good start as well. Punjab
I
had
think
40
Siraj
runs.
benefited from what Yash Dayal did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this could be it. I mean, and I don't think Rinku Singh will get to face him. And if Rinku Singh does, then Sandipani, you might be gunning for that 49 runs record. That's all I'm going to say.
Rinku Singh bats at number 6, right? Number 7, wherever he
Yeah,
bats.
Depending
yeah.
on situation, I think he came in at
So
number
I'll tell
7
you
in the
what,
last game.
I'll be very surprised if KKR ever breaks that 48 runs record because you know what's going to happen, right? I mean, if they lose 4 wickets and KKR is going to, I mean, probably the moment Andre Russell walks in, he's going to hit 4 sixes and, basically break the record. So
Yeah.
that's never going to happen with KKR as long
I
as
think next
Andre
game
Russell.
is very interesting. We'll get to that at one stage, but today I think we will culminate this live in a few minutes from here on. But what do you make of this Punjab Kings? I mean, we spoke about those holes which they had even yesterday, but they do have major holes in that team, and it was exposed once again today. If not for the Shashank Singh's 20 runs of the last over, which I was just talking
Yeah.
to Sandeep Mani about, Jaren, that score could have been 160, and this game could have been over in the 18th over or some sorts, because that 20 runs really put Punjab in the game throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's another issue. Like that kind of also showcase the hole that RCB has when it comes to death bowling, right? Something that
Yeah.
they still have to work on. Something they haven't really had in a while now. But yeah, I mean, you have to that came out of nowhere also, and I think that's where the momentum slightly shifted towards Punjab. But then, like Harsha Bhogle said rightly on the air, right? People spoke a lot about that Abhishek Porel innings against Punjab in the last game that they played. But it doesn't really matter what you do in the last 10 overs if your first 10 overs were really bad. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, Shikhar Dhawan himself accepted that was not good enough. When you're playing in Bengaluru, you cannot really let go, and you did not have a very good start. Some really good captaincy from Faf as well. I think that's the reason why he got in spinners at the right time. Good bowling there as well from the RCB spinners for a change. I
Yeah.
think Glenn Maxwell once again comes out of nowhere, picks up two important wickets, and Mayank Daga didn't have a good outing. But even then, you have to say that towards the end, the Pacers really saved RCB.
I
That's
think it's
something I
time that
never
we use
thought.
Sandipani's weapon against him. Yes, Dayal is a man of the match in a IPL final, which Rinku doesn't. So you can use that weapon against him. Ideally so.
Absolutely.
So either
But
ways.
I
But
won't call Yash Dayal trash because I think Murli Karthik is very, very, I can
see,
say,
Murli
very
Karthik is that. What is it? Define it.
courageous.
That is Murli Karthik. Murli Karthik has
I
no
mean,
idea
all
what
I'm
it
gonna
is.
say is Murli Karthik's trash is not our treasure. We don't
Yeah,
want to
that's what
hear
he
it.
told, right? He told someone's trash is someone's treasure. That's
Yeah,
the line
yeah.
he used.
What
That's
absolute garbage of a line. I can't believe it. I
This is
mean,
the reason
have
I don't
some
watch
sense.
Star Sports commentary. I try to watch as much as on Geo Cinema. That on
This was
Inside
on
as
Geo
well.
Cinema, Abel. I heard it. This was on Geo Cinema.
No, I think you heard it on the
Yeah,
broadcast feed.
the
You should
broadcast.
never
Yeah,
hear
correct.
it that way because that is a world
Yeah,
feed.
yeah.
Don't listen to
I
that.
actually forgot about the fact that Star Sports commentary is still available on Geo Cinema. I think I need
Unfor-
to because it's been so long, right? You've been hearing Geo Cinema commentary for so long. No wonder why I've been wondering why the commentary standards have
But
fallen.
there was this classic commentary box duo, I think it was Chennai RCB game, where Sanjay Manjrekar and Sunil Gavaskar sat. And Sanjay Manjrekar
Wow.
is saying, if that was Ben Stokes wouldn't have said that field. I'm like, what? And he's
Yes.
like, I was just commentating for the England series. I mean, nobody wants to know, bro. Like, and sitting
No,
next to
what
him,
is
I think
this?
was
It's
Kevin
almost as if
Peterson.
yeah, I mean, it almost felt like I was sitting there taking Sanjay Manjrekar's interview for the next commentary box. Yeah, I have done commentary in the English team. I think I can analyze Ben Stokes' fielding. I don't want to know Ben Stokes' fielding. He's sitting in England. Ben
Like,
Stokes would
nobody
be saying Ben
cares.
Stokes
If
after he
it
got
was
that.
Ben Stokes, that wouldn't have been done. That was totally unnecessary there. And in outfield, he was giving India England series reference time and time again.
I'll tell
And he
you
was
what,
talking
guys.
about Akash Deep's spell against Zach Crawley. I mean, where is Zach Crawley? Where is Akash Deep there?
I'll tell you what. With what Sanjay Manjrekar did that day, and with Murli Karthik, what he did today, I think they're just trying to be a little like Harsha. Oh, we'll make a joke here and there. We'll take a reference here and there. We'll sound historical. We'll sound cool to the youth. Don't do what you can't do. Stick to your brand.
I mean, to be very honest, some commentators are just bad. And I think they should understand. Just sit at
Yeah.
home, man. I mean, you can do better things. Put us in,
But I
we can
have
do
to
a
say
better
one
job.
thing though. Sandipani would have been clapping when Murli
Someone's
Karthik
trash
said
is
this.
someone's treasure.
That's
Did you
iconic.
clap? Sandipani
It is like
accepted.
Kohli
You
goes down the
clapped.
ground, Kohli goes out of the ground. If Yash Dayal wins the purple cap this year, right, by chance, that should be the tagline. Someone's trash is someone's treasure. I mean, that is Murli Karthik. Quote
No,
it
but
and
I
go
I
it.
think
mean,
both Yash Dayal and Mohammad Siraj are going to have a great game next time around because KKR really struggles in the power play. Chinna Swami assisting
Do
fast
you
bowlers.
remember that game, Sandipani? KKR was like, what, 5 down in 80 runs, and Shardul Thakur came and changed the game around. I think it was
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, obviously I
Yeah.
remember.
yeah.
I
I
remember
think this
it.
time they've got bigger guns than Shardul. I think with Andre Russell in form, Chinnaswamy,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
You know what's going to
I don't want to
happen.
go back to memories, bro.
When
I don't
Andre
want
Russell
to.
sees red,
It's
balls start
it's
flying all
it's.
over.
I think the only saving grace for Abel right now is he's not in Bangalore. He has ran away all the way to Kochi to
You guys
avoid facing
reckon,
me. Avoid facing me in a KKR versus RCB game.
you guys
I
Oh,
think
reckon,
that's
I,
the
we could
best
have
thing
met.
you can.
Oh my word, we could have met. I really wanted to be with you for that 26 run over. That's where I
I
really
think
wanted to
that's
be
the
with you.
best you could have done right now for before a KKR RCB game. The best thing you could have done for RCB is run away, and you did that.
I mean, I have to say one thing
No,
too. Do
but
you guys
you
reckon
guys want to do a watch along? for KKR RCB game. Who wants to watch it on? Please comment down. We can still do
I
it. We
want
can
it.
still
I
do
want it. Even if I'm not in the live, I'll definitely be in the comment
It
section.
is very difficult for me to sit at one place for 40
that. That we
overs,
know.
especially
That's the
with the
whole
way
point.
KKR plays. The brand of cricket that KKR plays really excites me.
I have to say one thing though, guys. If people are wondering why RCB has that blue tinge on top instead of the black, it's because they decided to try and get as close as possible to KKR's jersey, so
Yeah, I agree.
Andhra doesn't see red.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
He doesn't
keep
want
the
to
red
see.
away from him.
He wants it to Bumrah. He doesn't like facing Mumbai Indians. That's one of the reasons why
But
we
the
put the
issue
blue
now is
there.
gonna be Yash Dayal is gonna look like he's gonna play. He's playing for Gujarat, so that's gonna be a
Oh
problem.
yeah. And I just want to see Alzari Joseph ball some bounces at Andrew Russell. Because last match, as a
That
Bhubaneswar Kumar's bounces he was just trying to pull it from here. Like that looked
Do
like
you see
length balls,
Alzari
bro.
Joseph playing in the next game as well? I think today also he was pretty average,
I mean,
especially at.
he bowled well until the final over. I mean, he had that
Yeah.
pace on his strategy was much better from last game. But if you ask me for a long term solution, I'd have a Locky instead of an Alzari if that's the tactic you want to go with. Because he gives you a lot more variety. Anjum Chopra, oh, you gave the list already, man. I mean, that's a whole list of
And I think
You know what they
roles.
say, right?
if you
If we say
just
something, we'll be in trouble.
no, we won't say anything. I think there is a common link between all the players that have been mentioned. They have really excelled in their while their career was on, while they were a cricketer, while they were players. They have really
Anjum
excelled in
Chopra
being a
has.
team.
So I
But
think we
let's
should
be
be careful.
honest,
How many
Anjun
trophies
Chopra,
does
Sunil
she have?
Gavaskar, a lot of these guys have. But but I don't really go
I
into
can't
that.
see Sunil Gavaskar in the list. Anyway, Anjum Chopra, I know, great revolutionary cricketer for India, but how many
We're not
trophies?
going there, Sandeep. We're not going there. Let's just stop this right here because more we go there, we're getting into a very dark space. We're not going there. It's a very controversial. It's a
This
small
is
edge
why
line.
I want to watch Sandipani on a watch along. It's
You know,
gonna be
guys, we have a
amazing.
recorded video,
It
guys.
might be a
I
national
urge you
television,
all
guys.
to watch our videos at 3 p.m. tomorrow before CSK GT, which will be out tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'll be wearing an RCB jersey in that video, but never mind. It's going to be recorded now, so it'll be out by
It's okay.
tomorrow.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's okay. We'll talk about that game. So yeah, tomorrow's GT versus CSK, big game. Obviously, CSK has won, GT has won, and it's in Chennai. So three Tamil Nadu players against Chennai is a funny thing, and they're coming to their
Three
home.
goals.
Chennai is playing at their home. I don't know what should I say. If Shah Rukh Khan plays tomorrow, it's four some Tamil Nadu players against Chennai. So it's a mini Tamil Nadu against Gujarat tomorrow in their home ground. Who will feel comfortable, Jaren, here in this kind of situation? Do you think Chennai will feel comfortable or Gujarat Titans players will feel comfortable here?
I mean, with my bias, I'm gonna see yellow only. I mean, it's been a fortress. Although you have to say Gujarat has done well against us. 3-2, I think that's a head-to-head. Last
Yeah.
two games have been won by Chennai, the most important two games,
Yeah.
the eliminators. But whenever we face them in the league stage, we have not won. But I'll tell you what this reminds me of is, I mean, a long time back in around 2014, when Kings 11 Punjab had gotten their strategy right for once in their life. And Bailey, Miller, and Maxwell are our biggest enemies. We kept on losing to them till the Champions League semi-final it was, where we finally won against them, and we've never lost. And after that, it just became
But after that,
lopsided.
Punjab
So
has never been the Punjab as well. It's been just down
yeah,
slope.
exactly. That's the
You
point.
haven't had Bailey, Maxwell,
we
and Miller
destroyed them.
play in the same team after
Yeah,
that
and
for
Mitchell
Punjab.
Johnson as well. So that was a solid team. Solid team. Patirana going to start second half.
And you know who won the IPL
Yeah.
that season?
KKR.
You remember who won the IPL that season, right?
Oh, I remember.
So we won the
Piyush Chawla
Champions
hitting those
League,
winning
it
runs.
doesn't matter. What color
No,
is the
that was
Champions League? Bro?
some comeback from KKR. To be very honest, that was not their season to win. I
It
think
was
they
9
had
out
to
of
win
9 for
games in a row or
KKR.
something.
Yeah, 9
Yeah,
in a
nine
row.
games in a row, something of that sort. That was some crazy
Yeah.
season, bro. I mean, trust
You
me.
Yeah,
had
yeah,
Yusuf
yeah.
Pathan coming in and
Historic.
smacking Sunrisers Hyderabad all over the place. With a
That was
15
some
ball half
innings, though.
century. Yeah.
That was some innings. He came out of nowhere
Yusuf
as
Pathan,
well.
right? If I'm not
Yeah,
wrong,
yeah,
Yusuf
yeah.
Pathan scored that 100.
Yeah.
Yusuf Pathan against
Well,
Karan
that was
Sharma.
a good year
yeah,
of IPL, to be very honest. I remember that season.
True.
It was a decent year
Yeah.
because you saw Punjab do well. All of a sudden, be like, whoa, who is this team? Sehwag scoring 100 in a knockout. Rainas 89 of 24. Whoa,
And
that was
I
crazy.
swear to God, I have never hated Brendan McCullum so much for running out Suresh Raina. He hadn't played for a week and he had done phenomenally well. Dude comes back. His only contribution was getting Raina run out, and then he goes back, I think, an over later. If that over had
That
continued, who
was
knows?
the difference.
If
Trust
that
me, it
innings
was
had
Then I
continued.
think we would have
230
seen
they
another
needed to win.
KKR CSK final and a
Yeah,
repeat
he's
of
230
2012.
to win. But if I'm not wrong, maybe 100 odd in 7 overs. That's how
Yeah,
good
six
the
overs.
debut was.
6 overs,
100
6
of
overs,
6.
6 overs.
100 of
100 of
6.
6. 89 and
Yeah, and
24
then
Raina alone. That was enough.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's some
was
IPL
some
classics right there. We'll try to
smashing.
throw this. I think it's a good idea to throw an IPL classic at the end of every live. We are better
Yeah,
than all these broadcasters. We'll throw some IPL classics. I think that's a good show,
yeah.
good segment.
And then we'll be
Every
talking
time we
about
come
only
live, we'll throw an
CSK,
IPL classic.
KKR, and RCB.
I think next IPL
Yeah,
classic
I
is gonna
think you
be.
have to
We'll pick
always
up a
talk about
team
it.
their run, and next IPL classic, I think we'll go for Rajasthan Royals 2008. I think that's a beautiful
Yeah.
one. CSK last ball,
With
2 runs
Swapnil
to win.
Asnukar coming in, opening along
Yeah,
with
we'll
James
talk about
Smith.
later. We'll talk about later. I think that's one issue. We'll just keep talking
Yeah.
otherwise. Today was an RCB PBKS match. We reached 2008. I don't even know why we've done that.
Yeah.
But either ways, RCB have won tonight. We will be back tomorrow, and GT versus CSK, big game for
But
both these
I
teams.
just have one question before we end the topic on RCB versus PBKs. Who had a better audition? What do you think, Dinesh Karthik or Virat Kohli
Virat Kohli and Dinesh Karthik. Whoa.
for the T20 World Cup?
I
That
think
is.
Dinesh Karthik, 100% Dinesh Karthik. 100% Dinesh Karthik. Rohit Sharma is the captain,
Because
right?
I think the kind of way it was, you would have to say that he would have been hoping, Rohit Sharma would have been hoping that Dinesh Karthik becomes an all-rounder, starts bowling fast bowling. He
Yeah.
would pick him.
I
It's the
think
only thing.
if it goes like this, I really see Virat Kohli opening the batting with Rohit Sharma for some odd reason. And
Yeah.
I see a keeper batter at 3 or a keeper batter at 7, that is Dinesh Karthik. And Hardik at 6 and Rinku at 5. I don't know why, I'm just constructing the team already. This could be DK in the T20 World Cup here. You know it. RCB have
Who
one job.
knows?
Oh, this is last IPL year as well, man. Let's
Yeah.
let's
So
give them
he's
like
retiring from cricket altogether, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Because he's not played a
yes.
long
So
time in Tamil Nadu as well.
bro,
So it could be
Anyway,
that
we are going to get
DK
DK in the World Cup.
over.
It will be interesting to see whether he is a player or a commentator.
yeah, so that's
Yeah,
it. DK is going to Caribbean and USA. That's like
for
sorted.
sure.
It's just that is he going with the team
It's
or
like
with his
it's like
commentary team?
it's like what Harsha Bhogle said, right, at the post-match press conference, where he said that DK was with us a few weeks back in the commentary box, so he's been finishing games for a while now. So he will be finishing games in the T20 World Cup as well.
But I just love the calmness about DK today. You know, he just came. He was like, I was just drinking coffee. I was just came and I just did
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I'm still a bit rusty, as if he
Still
did
a
not
bit
finish
rusty.
the game.
Bro, that guy was talking like he's like saying that you know what, I'm not good enough on the field, and he's so chill in his
Yeah,
life
like
at this point.
he's like, I was
Like he
drinking
doesn't
coffee,
care.
then I smoked a couple of PBKS ballers. It was pretty fun, pretty
Yeah,
Chennai thing
he
to do.
spoke Harshdeep Singh, Harshal Patel. But
Pretty
damn,
Bangalore
good
thing to
was
do, right? You drink coffee, smoke a couple, and then go back and sleep.
Yeah, but I'll give you one credit for RCB management. We released Harshal Patel today after seeing his bowling. Oh, I was scared. I
Jared,
didn't know
imagine
Harshal
Abel saying
for
the
a
same thing
minute.
last
I
year.
was like looking at
Abel
his
would have
figures.
never said the same thing last year. He was defending Harshal Patel like anything. I
Bro, I
remember.
was.
Yes,
I
Michael
was. What am I
Herschel.
supposed to do when he had two good, amazing seasons? When he picked up what 50 wickets in 2 seasons, and he's coming off. I thought this guy can do it. He still got. I still believe in him. He's still got a very. Remember, one positive I'll tell about this guy
Strongly.
is this year he has increased his pace to 140, and if he can work on that,
But I
and
think
with
he's
that
a
slower
very
ball
good
being more
medium
pulled, he can
pacer.
still be a good bowler.
No, his issue is, I realized one thing today. His issue is when the pressure gets to him, he's scared of bowling Yorkers. He just relies on slow ball deliveries,
I
becomes
think
a
Jaren,
one
the
track pony,
issue is his
and then it's very
Yorkers
easy
are
to
not
go after.
landing. That's his issue. His Yorkers are going into
Yeah.
full toss, classic way of no balls. Harshal Patel,
But
classic with RCB was
he
him
did
bowling
ball a
fast.
couple of deliveries before, I think, where he balled one ball which DK absolutely missed. It's better to
Yeah,
ball lower. It is better to ball a low full toss than to ball a half tracker which you wanna call a bouncer.
yeah, exactly. So I think he will get his act right. I still believe that the guy's
I
got so
just
much of
feel it's a
talent.
wrong team, Abel. You never see in Punjab players getting their act right. You always see in Punjab players
Yeah, I
getting their
mean,
act wrong.
I still think Punjab is a very decent team. They can, if they get their batting right, they can have a good season.
Yeah,
But
on
still,
Yeah,
paper
early
at
on,
least.
they have very, very, very good bowling attack. It's a well-rounded bowling attack,
yeah.
and I think they have a lot of ways to explore it with Liam Livingston also who can bowl. So I think it's about time they get it right, and hopefully they have a good season. But that's about it from us. We'll join you guys tomorrow, and have a good night, all of you. Bye bye.
Good night, guys.